today I decided that I was going to open a order that I just received in the mail from Amazon. I noticed that there was a link for fabric, and I just was like, hey, that's my thing. So let's just go and look and see what's on this link. And as I clicked on the link, I realized that this was a third-party company, just like all the other companies that supply us with a lot of their goods and services. This company just so happens to be a fabric company. So with that, I decided to go ahead and order something just to kind of test the waters and see what they have. And of course, you know, I love to work with busy patterns and patterns with a lot of drama because of the matching and making sure that you have enough fabric and repeats and everything that you need so that you can have beautiful, bold patterns on your window treatments or other soft furnishings in your home. Without further delay, I'm going to go ahead and open this up. I have been going through this black and white phase. So I've ordered this cute little pattern. It is a premier print, and it's dandelion. Could be dandelion, it's just cut off on the packaging. I got a 3-yard cut of that, so that's really pretty. And this is also a premier print, and it's called Osborne, and I got 6 yards of this fabric. So as I think about and plan out what it is that I'm going to do with these, if this turns out to be one of those sites, but as we know, Amazon rules the world, I'm hoping that this will be a good source for us to work on some projects together. So that's part of the experiment of this. We can decide if we're going to do a pair of drapery panels. And I can pick 5 different patterns on the site, and based on the number of votes during an episode, as we talk about the math and we decide on, based on where you are, because your window, your situation may be a little bit different, we'll decide on if this is a project that we can all do, more or less. And then what I'll do is I'll interact with you and help you work out the math for your particular project. So we'll see. Wherever you are in the US, again, just because it's called DMV Interiors doesn't mean that you can't work along with the rest of us. What we'll do is we'll make this as interactive as possible. You can send me a picture of your window, you can send me the measurements, there's a number of ways we can meet online, as you know, and we can work out the numbers, and then you can order based on that. And then I can coach you through those projects. And I'm going to go ahead and take this one out of the container. And just take a look at it. It looks really nice. It's like a cotton poly perhaps. And of course, when we work with patterns, you know my thing is, okay, these look like they're upside down. So that's the first thing. Let's turn this right side up. Take a look at it. It's not bi-directional, so of course you see the little stems. That's your indicator, right? And this is probably, no doubt, this is 54 inches wide. But I'll take a look and make sure real quick with the aluminum, and we'll just see where we at with it. Yeah, it's about 54, 55, 56. We'll be able to look at it when we lay it down. Typically, though, it's 54, 55-ish. All right? So this is the other thing that we know about this fabric. And then what we'll do is we'll also look at the end pieces to see how much of the pattern was cut off, because we're going to have to table it. I'm going to set this aside. And we're going to look at the next pattern. which is also really pretty. And you know I love drama, not regular drama. I like fabric drama. Let me just be clear on that, okay? This is the only type of drama that I like. And this is really pretty, and I'm trying to ascertain the direction of this just by looking at it. It looks like it could be the other way around. Let's just look at it. Let's just unfold some of it and take a look and see. Wow, there we go. That looks like that's the top. Now the interesting thing that I'm discovering about this fabric is, as you can see, there are no salvage edges. So that can be tricky. You're gonna have to, which means that you're gonna have to do your homework. And what I'm gonna do as a part of this video, when I'm unboxing, especially if I continue to order from this source, I am gonna show you exactly where I went online, because I pre-recorded it in anticipation of eventually getting to this point where we look at the fabric. So that's one thing that I'm glad that I did, because I'm gonna wanna make sure that I go back and make sure that as we're working on these projects together, that we have the correct guidance, and that I'm guiding you and giving you the information that you need so that you can make an informed decision. So with that being said, this is also approximately 54, 55, or a little bit more. And you know, I always say a little bit more because when we did the drapery panels on the first drapery project, it was a little bit more than 55. It was close to 56. So when I cut it down, I had to make sure mentally that I was adjusting, making that adjustment for the math, right? But this is also beautiful, and I have lots of it. And what I wanted to be able to do is demonstrate to you that when you're ordering your fabric, it's important to already have a project in mind, and also do your measurements first, which is why I did that rod installation first for the first drapery project. We did the map, so we knew we already had enough of that fabric in order to do the two 50 wide inch panels. So with that being said, I look forward to planning this project out. Remember, we plan the project first, then we do the math, then we order the fabric. In that order. I've ordered a bunch of samples because I want to do different things and show you what you can do with, for example, 6 yards of fabric and or 3 yards of fabric. All right, so let's repeat that. Let's plan it out, meaning we look at our window, we take our measurements. If we need to install a rod, we do that first, and then we order our fabric. Now, we followed this rule throughout the whole entire process for the first drapery project. And if you haven't seen that yet, please feel free to go to the links below this video and take a look at that process. And also be sure to share, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.